Hi, my name is Allie, and welcome back to another reading vlog. Alright, so I am back on YouTube. I have actually already filmed a video previous to this one that you're seeing right now, but I did not know how to speak to a camera because it had been like over a year since I have spoken to a camera, and it was terrible. So I've decided to just scrap that last reading vlog, and we're gonna start new with this one. So in this reading vlog, what we are going to do, I'm pretty sure I said it in the title already, but we are going to be continuing series that I am in the middle of because I desperately need to do that. I counted yesterday to see how many series I'm in the middle of currently, and I am in the middle of 14 series, which is insane to me. So I've decided to do this vlog so that I can finally catch up and make some progress and see how far we can get. I don't know how many books are going to be in this vlog. I'm thinking like 3 or 4. But we'll see how much I get through. But I have already started a book. The book that I've started is Children of Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent. I read the first book, I think, like a year ago, and this is book number 2. I believe it's just a trilogy. This series is, so I'm really curious to see how it is. I remember loving the first book, but I don't really remember a lot that happened in it. I started this book last night before I went to bed, and it's actually like it's slowly coming back to me what this series is about. I'm gonna be reading a little bit more before I let you know exactly what this series is about because I still don't completely remember everything. Sorry, my cat is currently trying to attack me. But I'm only on chapter 6, page 46, so I'm barely 50 pages into this book, so not a lot to update you on, really. What I can tell you is that I do like how this book jumps immediately into the story of where we left off from the last book. So that was really nice, and it's doing a really good job of kind of like recapping everything that happened in the last book. So like I said, it's slowly coming back to me. I kind of remember most of the things, but I'm gonna keep reading until I get a better premise before I tell you all exactly what this series is about. I won't be going into detail a lot with this book because it's the second book in a series, clearly. This video is mainly about me just catching up on my TBR and catching up with the series that I'm currently reading, which is a lot. You can actually see the first book right here on my shelf. I have it facing outward. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into this series. I think these books are just beautiful. I annotated the first one, and as you can see, I am annotating this one as well. I'm really excited to get started. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this vlog does actually see the light of day, unlike the last one that I filmed. So I'm trying to figure out how to talk in front of a camera again, which has been a process, that's for sure. But anyways, today is currently Tuesday. I have the day off, so I do plan on getting a lot of reading done today. Yesterday I also had a day off, but I spent the day mainly cleaning my house, doing laundry, doing little stuff like that. I do have some stuff to do today, but not a lot. So hopefully I can really focus on reading today. And I'm super excited to do that because I've been enjoying reading a lot lately. So yeah, that's all I have for this update. And I will update you when I've gotten more into the book and I can actually tell you a premise of the series as a whole so that you can kind of know what it is that I'm reading about. So yeah, we'll jump into that, and I will see you in the next clip. Yeah, thanks for being back, and thanks for watching this. So yeah, bye. Shadows falling on your face, the turning of the night to day.
washing away the noise. Nothing stays the same. Holding out my hand, holding out my hand, holding out my hand, holding out all the light we cannot see exists within you next to me. A reminiscent hope follows where we go when all we know has gone. Shadows fall.
Good morning. I am back with a reading update because I have actually made a lot of progress in my book so far. Today is currently, I think it's Thursday. I do have work today. It's like 7 a.m. I'm filming this before I go into work. So I am reading Children of Fallen Gods. So far, I am pretty obsessed with it, I will say. I love it. I forgot how much I love this book series. This is only the second book in the series. It's a trilogy. But I remember going through the first book pretty fast and really, really enjoying it. And I find the same happening for this one, where I just kind of want to read whenever I get a free moment. I've been reading. I think the last time I updated you, I was like 2 chapters into this book. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure which day. But I hadn't really gotten super into the book yet, and I spent most of my weekend reading, and I made some pretty good progress. So I'm really excited about that. I've been reading before I go into work every day too. I've been getting up at like 5 a.m. to read. So it's been really nice having that time, because usually when I get home after work, I am too tired to want to read. Especially yesterday. Yesterday killed me. It was such a long day. And so I've been kind of making it a priority to wake up early so that I can get some reading done for the day, even if it's just like a chapter or 2. I like to get some sort of reading done for the day, because it just makes me feel more better about the day. It makes me start the day feeling better. I feel like I've accomplished something first thing in the morning rather than just waking up and going to work. It makes me feel really good. I drink my coffee, I read my book, and it's a wonderful start to my day. But I think we should talk about my book now that I'm reading. I can't tell you too much about this book because it is the second book in the series, so I'll get into spoilers if I talk too much about it. But I will say, I think according to Goodreads, I'm 54% of the way through, so I've read this much so far. I just got up to part 2, Ashes, like 5 minutes ago. I got to this part. It is on page, let's see, what page am I on? 345. So I've made some really good progress. I'm excited. Hopefully I finish it by this weekend. I'm not taking my book into work with me today. Usually, like when I work throughout the week, I don't bring my book in with me. But I will be bringing my book with me this weekend when I go to work, because I do work every weekend. But I usually have a lot of time to read on those weekends. So I will be bringing it this weekend. I have tomorrow off, so I hope to make a pretty good chunk of this tomorrow when I'm off, and hopefully finish it over the weekend. Fingers crossed, that's the plan right now. We'll see if that happens. I'm not guaranteeing anything, because when I put myself on a deadline, it just stresses me out. So when I finish the book is going to be whenever I finish the book. But so far, right now, it's standing at, I would say, a 4-star for me. So far, we'll see how the second half of this book goes. Some pretty exciting stuff just happened in the lead up to part 2. I will say for this book, we get a new POV in this book. And it's not really explained. Like, I think it's clearly from the past, like hundreds of years ago, this new POV. I have the theory on how she's relevant in today's timeline. So I have a theory. I'm not going to share my theory clearly, but I have a theory, and if it turns out to be true, I will definitely let you know. But I'm excited to see. I have been enjoying this new POV greatly. I am very obsessed with this new character that we've been following. I've grown quite the love for her, and I think that's another reason why I've been loving this book, is because we have 3 POVs in this book, and I love every single one of them. I'm obsessed with all the characters in this book. I kind of wish we had a POV from one other character in particular, but you never know. I have one more book in this series. Maybe it'll be that book. But if not, that's fine. I'm completely fine watching them be a side character. I'm obsessed with this side character. So I'm super excited, making some great progress. I am going to work today, and I'm going to do a little bit more reading before I go into work today. And I don't know what I'm doing after work. We'll see, but definitely tomorrow I'm going to be reading. So yeah, that is the update I have for Children of Fallen Gods right now. And I will let you know when like something exciting happens, or when I make some more progress into this book, I will update you again. So yeah, I will see you during my next update.
Falling on your face, the turning of the night to day, an elemental grace, washing away the noise. Nothing stays the same. Holding out my hand, holding out my hand, holding out my hand.
Hi, I'm back with another update, and it's definitely been a hot minute since I have updated you. Just a FYI, if you see my hands moving a lot, it's because I am currently puppy sitting this guy for my parents, and he does require a lot of attention, which is why I have him and not my parents, because they're busy today. So if you see me moving around and stuff during this clip, it's because I'm probably messing with him. But why don't we get into what I've been reading? So I don't remember the last time I updated you, but I know it was a while ago, and I know that I was in the middle of reading Children of Fallen Gods. I actually finished this book, I think what day was it, like Saturday? I finished it Saturday, I believe, while I was at work. I finished it. I was not expecting to finish it at work. I thought we were going to be much busier than we were, and I actually had a lot more time than I realized. So I was able to finish it. I did annotate it. I annotated it much more than I annotated the first one. I really love this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Really solid. Really enjoyed it. I'd love the setup for the next book in the series, so that has me super excited. I don't have the 3rd book yet. This is only a trilogy, but I don't have the 3rd book yet. That is on my Christmas list for this year, so fingers crossed that we get that. If not, I'll buy it myself. It's not a big deal. But yes, I really enjoyed this one. Super glad I was able to get through at least one book in this vlog. And yeah, I did also realize I never gave you a synopsis for this series. And I realized too that I am terrible at giving synopses myself. Like just like telling you what they're about, because I can't like form into words. I don't know. It's so complicated and I can't figure it out. So I grabbed the first book from my shelf, and I will just read you the synopsis on the back. So, a life in slavery taught Tasana how to survive with nothing but a sharp eye, a quick mind, and a touch of magic. But the night she tried to buy her freedom, she nearly paid her life instead. Instead, she murdered the most powerful man in Threll. Forced to flee, she only has one chance at saving those she left behind, pledging herself to the Orders, an organization of magic wielders strong enough to destroy her former masters. To earn her place, Tasana is forced into an apprenticeship with Max Farlone, a handsome and reclusive fire wielder who despises the Orders. He has no interest in helping her, but the Orders grip tightens around them both. His bloody past may be the key to her future or their downfall. Under looming war, Tasana must master her magic and survive the Order's demands. And as her feelings for Max deepen, she is forced to decide how much she is willing to trade away for revenge. The Orders have bigger plans for Tasana, dark plans, but Tasana will stop at nothing to save those she abandoned. Even if it means forfeiting her freedom and sacrificing her heart, even if it means wielding death itself. So yeah, that's the synopsis for at least the first book. A lot more happens in the second book, as you can guess. But yeah, we're pretty much just following Tasana, who was a former slave, and she's trying to free all the slaves. And a lot of things happen along the way. And I really, really like this story. I know Carissa Broadbent is an author to another really popular series right now, but I can't really think of what that series is. I know I haven't read it. This is the only book series by her that I've actually read, but I'm really enjoying it, so I'll probably start that other series as soon as I finish this series. But first, I want to finish this one. Next, I have started another book. I started it on Sunday at work. I brought it in. I started at work. I've been reading today. In case you were wondering, today is currently Tuesday. So, like I said, it's been a few days. I'm not giving you any context to what today is or anything. But the next book I decided to pick up, this is just the cover, but it is Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the series. I don't know what the series is called. I know the first book is called Once Upon a Broken Heart, and this is the Ballad of Never After. I also have the third book of this series. It's downstairs. I may or may not read it in this vlog. I haven't decided yet. But I have made lots of progress. On Sunday when I went to work, I got about 25% of the way through this book. And just now when I decided to take a break, I'm about 65% of the way through this book. This is a super quick read, which is why I picked it up. I read the first book in one sitting. I sat down and I just completely finished it in one sitting. And I absolutely loved it. I'm enjoying this one. Probably not as much as the first one, but I'm still really enjoying it. Like I said, it's just super easy to read, super fast. My hope is to finish it today so I can start another book today or tomorrow and continue this vlog. I am sorry about my dog. She's got to make a bed apparently right now behind me. Are you comfortable? Are you happy, Luna? Yeah. This is Luna. She is my dog. She lives here. Unlike the other one that I showed you, she actually lives here in this house with me. And she's very spoiled. And there's also a very spoiled puppy that likes the attention. So, hey, guys, you need to calm down. So yeah, I'm going to continue this, hopefully finish it. I will update you once I have finished it because that's going to be the next update I give. And I think I know what book I want to read next for this vlog. I will let you know what that next book is when I get to it. Sorry about the dog, sorry about all the moving. But I'm trying not to make these updates super long. So yeah, I will see you in the next update when I have finished the Ballad of Never After. Sorry, bye.
On your face, the turning of the night to day, an elemental grace, washing away the noise. Nothing stays the same.
Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. I think I last updated you like an hour, 2 hours ago. I just sat down and finished this because I just wanted to finish it. I really ended up liking the second half a lot more than the first half of the book, but because I was leaning towards a 3-star when I started it, but because of the second half, I ended up putting it up to a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I love Jax. I remember when I read the Caravel series, I was in love with Jax too. Sorry if you hear like rustling, my dogs are playing. I love Jax. I remember in the Caravel series, I was obsessed with Jax. He was one of my favorite characters. And the way they ended his story arc made me just sad more than anything. I remember really wishing like we got more of it. We got to know more of Jax. And so when she came out with this series and I heard it was about, like, he was going to be one of the main characters, dogs, loved them. When I heard that he was going to be one of the main characters, I was super excited. I really wanted to see where this is going. We've learned a lot about his backstory in this book. I think that was one of my favorite parts about this book, was learning about Jax's backstory. How this book ended, I did not see that coming at all. It makes me really excited for the third one. I did hear in the third one we don't see Jax all that much, which kind of confuses me. I don't know. I honestly have no idea how this series is going to end either. Like, I have no idea how we're going to fix all these conflicts that are going on. But I am really excited to learn. Like I said, I may or I may not. I'm sorry. We may or we may not read the third book in this vlog. I haven't decided yet. But I do know the next book I'm going to read. I should have probably went downstairs and grabbed it before I started this clip, but you know, we're here now, so I will actually tell you about the next book when I actually start it. I don't know if I'm going to start it later today because it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I don't know whether I'm just going to take a break of reading for the day or if I'm going to pick it up. I might read a chapter or two. I'll let you know what I end up doing. Sorry about all the commotion, sorry about all the noise. That's what happens when you have a puppy in your house. It's unavoidable. And he just woke up from a nap. So I'm gonna round out this clip and say, yes, this was very good, 4 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna add it to my bookshelf and I will see you when I start my next book. So yeah, bye.
Falling on your face, the turning of the night to day, an elemental grace, washing away the noise. Nothing stays the same.
Good morning. I am back with a reading update / telling you what I'm reading now because you don't know what I'm reading right now. Today is currently Wednesday. If you see me busy, like moving my hands and stuff, it's because my cat is requiring a lot of attention this morning. Sorry about the lighting too. It's early, but I figured I needed to update before I just finished the book before updating at all. And you should probably know what I'm reading at least, huh? But today's currently Wednesday. I do have to go into work today. I'm not bringing my book into work today because it's during the week. So I'm going to, I started reading this book last night. I got about 70 pages in and I read some this morning. So I'm currently 100 pages into the new book that I'm reading for this vlog, which I believe is book number 3 for this vlog. And so why don't I show you what the book is? I'm currently reading The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is the second book. So this is a duology, I learned. I thought it was going to be 3 books, but on Goodreads it says it's just a duology. So this is probably going to be the last book for this series. So in order to read this series, I would highly recommend you read the Cruel Prince trilogy beforehand because it's got spoilers. Like this follows this series, which the first book in this series is called The Stolen Heir, I believe. This series follows Jude's little brother, Oak. And so you have to read The Cruel Prince because the events of this book happen after The Cruel Prince. So it'll give spoilers for the end of Cruel Prince and how that turned out. So I really recommend you read that series before you jump into this one. This is, like I said, I already said it, this is the second book in this duology. So this should be the last one. It came out earlier this year and it's been sitting on my shelf like all these books in this series in this video has. And I've been really wanting to pick it up. I absolutely love the Cruel Prince trilogy. And I really remember loving The Stolen Heir too. I think I gave it a 5 stars, I believe, because I love this world. Being back in it has been truly a shock. I forget just how cruel this Fae world is in particular. This Fae world. I mean, I've read a lot of books with Fae and fairies and stuff like that. This is definitely the most cruel world that I've ever read when it comes to the Fae. And it's really interesting because how cruel they are is just like their way of life. Like nobody really thinks twice. Like someone could completely betray you and you're like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I totally understand why you did that because I would do the same thing. So it's really interesting being back in this world because it's been such a long time since I've read any of these books. So being back in it is always an adjustment for me, but I'm still really loving it just as much as I've loved everything else in this world. And I'm really excited to keep reading. Like I said, I'm 100 pages into it. I am annotating this too, but I'm not going to really tell you anything about this book because, well, spoilers. Especially since this is the second book in a duology. We don't want to be spoiling things. But I just thought I would jump in and let you know that I am currently reading The Prisoner's Throne, and I am currently really enjoying it. And I will let you know once I've gotten more into it, like if I'm still enjoying it, things like that. But I'm gonna do some dishes and clean up my house before I do have to go into work today. But I will see you in the next clip when I've gotten more into my new read. So yeah, bye. Hi, I'm back with another update for you all about reading that I've been doing. I think the last day I updated you was yesterday morning, and today is currently Thursday, I believe. And I wanted to let you know that I was able to finish The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. I ended up really enjoying this book. It was a super fast and easy read. It was really great being back in this world again. I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. It just didn't give me that 5-star feeling, if you know what I'm talking about. But still really enjoyed it. I really recommend this if you have read the Cruel Prince trilogy. I really recommend reading this duology because it's really fantastic. I think one of my favorite parts of this duology was the fact that I got to see so many characters from the Cruel Prince trilogy. I loved seeing characters from that story back in this one and playing not like side, I mean they were side characters, but they still played like such a huge part in this story. And I loved seeing them. I love seeing descriptions of them and just like seeing them and hearing them. It's been so long since I've read The Cruel Prince. And honestly, reading this duology made me want to go back and reread the Cruel Prince trilogy because I was like, wow, like I forgot how much I love this world. It is cruel. I have never read a Fae world to be as cruel and as brutal as this one is. And I really love it. I love how unique it is. Sorry, the camera is shaking. My cat is currently attacking me. But it was just absolutely amazing. I loved how this duology ended. I loved how we wrapped things up. It was a wonderful ending. I really loved it. Super fast read, kind of like the entire series. Everything in this world is usually a pretty fast read. I really enjoyed this. I'm really glad I was able to read it for this vlog. I'm really happy that I have finished a series that I'm actually in the middle of. I know this video is me continuing the series in the middle of. I honestly thought this was going to be a trilogy. So the fact when I saw on Goodreads it was a duology, I was like, oh, that's even better because that means I'm actually finishing a series in this vlog, which makes me super happy. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend if you've read the Cruel Prince trilogy. I would also it's like pretty much required that you read the Cruel Prince trilogy in order to read this. I guess technically you might be able to read this duology. If not, but I don't see the point in doing that. Read the Cruel Prince trilogy and then read this if you want to read this series. But yeah, we are going to move on. I debated whether or not to end this vlog with this book. I've read 3 books so far in this vlog, which love that for me. But I decided I want to read at least one more book for this vlog. I've debated picking up this book for a while. I started this series like a year or 2 ago. I really don't remember. I know I read the audiobook. It was the first book in a series and I read the audiobook. And it's Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. The first book is Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm gonna be honest with you, I enjoyed the book a lot, but I did the audiobook for the first book, and I find that when I read audiobooks, I find myself not nearly as connected to the story or the characters as I am when I physically read it. I still really enjoyed it, but this one I'm definitely going to be reading physically. I'm not gonna be listening to it at all. I'm gonna actually read this book. And I feel like I would have loved the first book. I think it would have been a 4 out of 5 stars. Because I think I gave it 3 stars, but I think it would have been a 4 or 5 if I read it physically. So I'm definitely going to read this book physically and hope that I like it better than the first one. I don't really know what people have been saying. I know people love this trilogy. I know people are dying over this trilogy, obsessed with this trilogy. So hopefully I really enjoyed this one. But this is going to be the last book of the vlog. Hopefully it goes as well as everything else that I've read in this vlog. But yeah, that's all the updates I have for you. I will either start this book today or tomorrow. I will let you know when I start it, and I'll kind of give you a synopsis and stuff like that later on once I remember what the series is about. Really, I kind of remember, but kind of don't. So I kind of want to get a better foothold on what I'm talking about. But that is all I have to update you for now, and I will let you know once I have started Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. Bye. Hi, I'm back with another update. So last time I spoke to you was yesterday, Thursday. Today's currently Friday. And I spoke to you yesterday once I finished The Prisoner's Throne. Yeah, The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. And I was talking to you about the book I was going to start next, and that is Kingdom of the Curse, I believe. Yes, Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. I am puppy sitting, so that's why there's a dog right there. Yes, this book. I started it last night. I've been reading more today. I have the day off, so I have lots of time to read today. And I can genuinely say I'm very upset I didn't read this sooner, because I'm only 130 pages in. I'm only like 25% of the way through it. And I am completely obsessed with this book. Like, I think about it when I'm not reading it. When I am reading it, I'm obsessed with it. I am enthralled with this book, and I cannot get enough of it. And it also makes me upset because I recently just got rid of a bunch of books on my bookshelves to make some more room. And this was another series I considered unhauling because I really wasn't sure if I wanted to continue the series. And reading this book, like, it starts off immediately from where the last book left off, and I was immediately reminded of how much I truly did enjoy that book. Like, I think if I did read that book physically, it would have been a 5 stars. And so after I finished this series, this is definitely a series that I want to pick up again and read for a second time, and probably annotate it a second time. Sorry, I have hair in my face. That's bugging me, but I just absolutely love it. I love the concept. It's just amazing. So pretty much the basic concept of it is that, so we have 2 twins, they're witches, it's the 1800s, and one of these twins goes missing. And so in order to find her twin sister, she makes a deal with the Prince of Hell. She summons a Prince of Hell and makes a deal with him in order to help, so that he can help her find her sister. And we're just kind of catapulted from there into the story and into a lot of deeper inner conspiracies. I mean, there's lots of death, there's lots of mystery, And on top of this like really compelling storyline, this really compelling plot, we get this amazing like tension and love story between this Prince of Hell and our main character. And it's just, the longing is beautiful. The tension between these two is just electricity, and you can read it through on these pages, and the tension is just building up all throughout the first book. And I'm only 130 pages into this one, and the tension just continues to grow. I am obsessed with these two characters. I mean, it is so amazing, like the way Kerri Maniscalco is able to write romance. I did read Stalking Jack the Ripper. I read that entire series. I think there's like 4 books in that series. It's on my shelf behind me, and I wasn't really into that series. I am not one for like murder mysteries and stuff like that. I really much prefer a fantasy. And so this series I think I'm liking a lot more for the fantasy aspect. I feel like if it wasn't in this fantasy like atmosphere, I wouldn't be enjoying it nearly as much. But what I did love about Stalking Jack the Ripper was the romance between the two main characters. I mean, that's the whole reason I finished this series in the first place, is because I was obsessed with the characters. And not only is that also the case for this series, but I'm also in love with the plot and the mystery aspect of it, because it has that fantasy element within it. And I think that's why I'm really loving this series so much more than I liked Stalking Jack the Ripper. And so yeah, I wanted to come on here and just kind of gush about this book for a minute, because I almost got rid of this series. I almost considered getting rid of all my Kerri Maniscalco books, because I was like, I didn't really care about Stalking Jack the Ripper. It's been over a year since I've read the first book in this series. Like, do I really care about it anymore? And I figured, you know, if this book, if I picked it up and I just wasn't into it, then that would like cement my, you know, idea that I'm getting rid of all of her books. But I'm so glad I decided to give it a chance before getting rid of it, because I love it. I really do love it. I'm not gonna, like every other book in this vlog, I'm not gonna really talk about what's happening in this book, because it is the second book in a series. I believe this is a trilogy, and then she has like another spin-off series that is happening in the same world as this one. It's like Throne of the Fallen or something like that, which if this trilogy ends up, you know, continuing on this course of me loving it, then 100% I am gonna pick up that series after this. But I did want to come on here because I haven't really had a book in this. I mean, I've had some great books in this vlog, some really fantastic reads, but none that have quite got me quite as excited. Like, this is giving 5-star vibes. Like, I'm very, very excited about this. So I'm gonna keep reading. It's snowing today. It's really cold today. I've been drinking my hot chocolate. I've been listening to my music and reading, and it's been such a vibe today. I'm like in pajamas and stuff, because like I just don't care. I'm not leaving the house today. I'm puppy sitting. That's all I want to focus on today, is that and reading. I ordered some food so I don't have to leave the house at all. And we're gonna continue soaking in these beautiful vibes and these beautiful books. I'm trying also to work on in my vlogs not repeating myself with the same words 5,000 times. So sorry if you do hear me like repeating words all over, like over again. It drives me nuts when I edit. It drives me absolutely bonkers. But I'm going to continue this book. I'm not annotating right now, but on a reread, I'll definitely annotate the series. But I just wanted to drop in and gush for a minute and fangirl for a minute about these characters. And so yeah, I will update you either when I finish the book or I've made substantially a lot more progress, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling about it still. So yeah, I will see you in the next update. Bye. Good morning, vlog. I am here once again to tell you about my reading and how it is going. It's currently 8 o'clock. It's Sunday, so I do have to go into work today. I did bring in my book yesterday to work, but I didn't read anything. We ended up being really busy yesterday, so I wasn't able to do anything. I'm going to bring in my book today. Hopefully I have some time for reading because everything that needed to be done yesterday is done. The only reason I wouldn't be able to read today is if we get a lot of customers in the store. But I never know how that's gonna go. So who's to tell? I am gonna try. I did read yesterday before I went into work. I only read like 2 chapters. And I've read like 3 chapters this morning. I got up early so that I could do some reading. Where am I in the book now? So as you know, I'm reading Kingdom of the Cursed, the second book in this trilogy. I am up to chapter 19, page 255. According to Goodreads, I'm like 58% of the way through it, so I'm a little over halfway now. I am making good progress on this book. I would like to say I was like gushing about this book in the last clip, and I'm going to continue gushing about this book in this clip because I am obsessed with this book. I am obsessed with Wrath. I'm obsessed with our main character. I love the plot in this book. I mean, the plot was good in the last book too, but like just how we've progressed in this book, like I'm really interested to see where it's going. I sense a plot twist coming. Like I've been like seeing some foreshadowing throughout the book, but I'm not really sure what it's foreshadowing towards. Like I don't know what it's like hinting at. I've been trying to figure it out, but I have no idea because I know there's going to be some sort of plot twist at the end of this book, but I can't figure out what it's going to be. So yeah, I'm super excited to keep reading it. This morning, I didn't pick it up last night when I got home. I was too tired, but this morning when I've been reading it, it's been, one of those cases where it's one more chapter, but I do have to go into work soon. I have to go get my car started here soon so it can warm up. But I'm super excited to continue this book. Sorry, I'm like low energy right now. It's early. I got up early. I'm still trying to wake up for the day. I've had already a cup of coffee and an energy drink, and I'm just still like dead. So that's how my day's going. After work, I do get off early today. Since it's Sunday. Whoops. The store does close earlier than usual, but I'm going to my parents' house tonight for dinner. So I'll be there a couple hours. No guarantee I'll read after work today. But I do hope to finish this book by Tuesday because I'm off Monday and Tuesday, and I hope to finish it by Tuesday before I go back in. So I will keep you updated. Still obsessed with this book, still loving it. Hopefully it continues on the road we've been going. We're more than halfway through and I'm still loving it. So that's a very good sign for this book. I've already added the 3rd book to my wish list because if this book is any indication, hopefully go on to the next set of books in this world, not necessarily the same series, but in the world. I'm pretty sure it follows the same world, her next like series that she came out with after this. I'm pretty positive. I'm loving Carrie Maniscalco. I love the way she writes her characters. I love I love a woman who is just like our main character. I love like an angry woman. I don't know what it is about it. Like a woman scorned, a woman so angry that she's just willing to do anything because she's just so angry. I mean, it makes sense. She's in, I almost spoiled it. I literally almost spoiled it. I'm not going to say where she is right now, but considering like who her love interest is, I guess I should say it makes so much sense that like they're so compatible because she is such an angry woman and she's on this mission to solve what's happened in the previous book. And so like I just love it. I can relate to like her feelings so much. And I really love this main character and the way she stands up to herself, like for herself. We love it. She doesn't take like anything from anybody, and like she's not afraid to show like I may be a woman in the 1800s, but like I still deserve respect. I still deserve to be treated like a human being, and if you treat me like less, then I will make you regret it. And I just love that about our main character. Like I'm so obsessed with her. I'm so obsessed with Wrath. Like it's a wonderful story. I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully it continues on this way through the end. I'm really curious what the plot twist is. Not sure what it's going to be, but we'll see what it is. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this update, and I will let you know. I think the next update is going to be when I finish the book. So I will let you know what happens and things like that. And yeah, so far so good. So I will see you in the next clip when I decide to sit down and talk to you. So yeah, bye. Hello vlog, welcome to the last clip of this vlog because I have finished the final book for this vlog. So today is Tuesday. I finished Kingdom of the Cursed on Sunday. So on Sunday, after work, I got off early on Sunday and I went to my parents' house, and then I came home and I decided to just finish the book because I did some reading at work and I was almost done. So I just came home and finished it. So Kingdom of the Cursed is officially checked off the list of books that needed to be read in this vlog. And I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Love that for me. I think this is the only 5 out of 5 stars for this vlog. I'm glad we got one just in general. I'm just glad we had one, period. So I'm super excited about that. Obsessed with this book. The ending, there was definitely a twist in the end that I really wasn't expecting, but we also didn't get all the answers that I was expecting. So it definitely like set it up so we get those answers in the next book, which is the final book. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've already yacked your ear off about this book. I'm not going to say the word obsessed anymore because that was definitely the word of the vlog. I just got done editing this entire video, and that was definitely the word used the most in this vlog. So sorry about that. Like I said, I'm working on it. It drives me nuts. It's a work in progress. But anyways, as I was saying, we finished 4 books in this vlog. I believe the first one was, what was it called? The first one was Children of Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent. The second one was The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. And then we had The Stolen Heir duology. So the second book was Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black, and then we had Kingdom of the Cursed by Carrie Maniscalco. I think we made some great progress in this series, in this vlog of catching up with series. I'm definitely gonna make this like a thing on my channel of like continuing series that I'm in the middle of. And so we'll just consider this episode 1 and we shall continue future down the road. I already am getting ready for my next vlog. I've already started that book for my next vlog. I'm super excited. I'm not quite sure what the theme is yet, but I'm still figuring that out. But I just wanted to jump in and say thank you if you made it this far, because you have a lot more patience than I do, that's for sure, because I could barely make it through this vlog. So I just want to say thank you if you did make it this far. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you thought of any of these books if you've read them. And yeah, thank you for coming along on this journey of me jumping back into YouTube, and I hope to keep coming back, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next one. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.